to all the guests that are here today. Dearly beloved, we are gathered together here in the sight of God, in the presence of these witnesses, to join together this man and this woman, Dan and Terri, in holy matrimony, which is an honorable estate, instituted of God. It is therefore not to be entered into unadvisedly, but reverently, discreetly, and in the fear of God. Into this holy estate, these two persons now come to be joined. I charge both of you as you stand here today to remember that love and loyalty alone will avail as the foundation of a happy home. If the solemn vows you are about to make are kept faithfully, your lives will be filled with joy. And the home you are establishing in will abide in peace. No other ties are more tender, no other vows are more sacred than what you are now about to assume. Terri, will you have Dan to be your husband, to live together in holy marriage? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live? If so, answer, I will.
I will.
Dan, will you have Terri to be your wife, to live together in holy marriage? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live? If so, answer, I will.
I will.
This is for the response of the families and friends that are gathered here today. The marriage of Dan and Terri unites their families and creates a new one. They ask for your blessing. Will you do everything in your power to uphold and care for these two persons in their marriage? If so, answer, we will.
We will.
I, Dan, take you, Terri, to be my wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until we are parted by death. This is my solemn vow and all of my love. Terri, please repeat after me. I, Terri, take you, Dan, to be my husband.
Take you, Dan, to be my husband.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poor.
For richer, for poor.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
Until we are parted by death.
Until we are parted by death.
This is my solemn vow and all of my love.
This is my solemn vow and all of my love.
Dan, please repeat after me. Terri, I give you this ring as a sign of my vow, and with all that I am and all that I have. Terri, please repeat after me. Dan, I give you this ring
Dan, I give you this ring
as a sign of my vow,
as a sign of my vow,
with all that I am
with all that I am
and all that I have.
and all that I have.
Please join me in the hearing of our Lord's word as it comes to us from 2 Corinthians. If I speak in tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and have all knowledge, and if I have faith that we can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. Love does not delight in the evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes, and it always perseveres. Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when perfection comes, the imperfect disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child, and I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put childish ways behind me. Now we see but a poor reflection in the mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. You have declared your consent and vows before God and this company. Now that Dan and Terri have given themselves to each other by solemn vows, with the joining of hands, the giving and receiving of rings, I do, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, pronounce that you are husband and wife.